Hello and welcome. My name is Teresa, and in today's video we are going to take a couple of stamps from this Are Like Seashells, and we're going to use the Crumb Cake Ink and some Crumb Cake Cardstock, and we are going to make a holiday greeting card. That's right, seaside holiday greeting card. So let's go ahead and get started. I've already pulled out the two stamps I'm going to use. I'm going to use this starfish and this cute little scalloped shell. I'm not sure that's what it's called, but we're gonna go with it. Oh, and I also want this sand. So let me get that sand out of here. Oh, see, look at the secret of my success is I'm a mess, but that's okay. It's all in there. That's the important thing. Let me go ahead and put that away. And let's do a walkthrough of the supplies we're using. The first one is this cardstock. I did choose the Crumb Cake. So it's going to measure 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. So we have our greeting card. The insert, I keep a bunch of this pre-cut. This measures 4 inches by 5 1/4, so that's going to be our insert. Then I took one with the same dimensions, and yes, there is texture. Yes, there is texture on that one. What I did is I took our embossing folder, the Tasteful Textile embossing folder, and I ran it through the Big Shot, and I like that texture that it gives. So that's going to be layer number 1. Then what we're going to do is we're building it up. So this is a piece of crumb cake that measures 3 inches by 4 1/4. See, you already see where I'm going with this. And then we have another piece of white cardstock that measures 2 3/4 by 4. And that's the basic layout, but we need to make a a Christmas tree out of our stamps, and we're going to do that. All right, let me grab a sheet of blank paper in case I go over where we need to be. Now, it's a lot of, what I call eyeballing. Let's go ahead and apply some of the sand at the bottom first. And it is a good idea to stamp off once or twice to see how dark you want it to be. And for this particular one, I am going to want it kind of light. So that's why I'm stamping it off. Trying to be random. Let me do this. This way, see, look. I get to talking and I get all mucked up. And I might come back to this after I do some other stamps, after I do the tree. So let me go ahead and clean this. Look, a fresh wipe I put in here for you guys. Move that out of the way. And then just kind of rub off that stamp. I might need it again, so it's not going to go anywhere. Now, for my Christmas tree, I do want to put the starfish at the very top. So let me go ahead and ink it up. And this is where, if you're very particular and it has to be precisely in the middle, you might want to take a measurement and using a pencil make a very faint mark. But I don't do that. Let me bring it down to where I can see it. Hopefully it's still in frame for you guys. I do want my star to be resting or sitting. Do I want it that dark? No. Nope, maybe a little lighter. Just tap it lightly. Okay. And I think that's kind of in the center. I like that. And if it's not perfectly centered, it's okay. It is okay. Because remember, the charm always in handmade things is that you took the time to make it for someone. And when it's too perfect, it's obviously, machine made. Whoops. Let me apply that to my base. Apparently, if you just rest it on there, it's not going to work. Now for this, oops, look at that. Look at me getting that ink right on my finger. Hold on. Now for this one, I'm going to have to eyeball it a little bit more. And I think I want it to be darker. So here, I'm just kind of, sorry guys, I got to bring it to where I can see it. I'm trying to keep it halfway center, see? And let's see what it looks like. Oh, that's pretty good. And then here, I don't mind it being so much darker. I'm trying to go above everything so I can see. So we're layering it up. There's the beginning of my tree. Now I know that my next layer, this guy has to be in the center. So that's the easy one to place as far as I'm concerned. Then I want him off to this side. Do you see the tree that we're building? Who knew? You probably did, but I love it. Oh, yes. And then of course I'm gonna do 4 more down here, so I know where that one goes. I'm gonna go between those two, and this one can go between those two. Look at this, we are almost done, lickety split. Can you stand it? It goes so fast. And yes, I know what you're saying, Teresa, it's off-centered. It is, but it's okay. Let me clean this stamp. Okay, clean that off. And I think what I want to do is go back and add, I'll clean the rest of them off as well. I think I want to add a little bit more, just really close in. Let's try to get that close in. Maybe some there. I like that. That looks good to me. Can you believe it? We are almost done. We're almost done. Let's pull this aside and you'll see what I mean. We're going to layer this up. And I do have some leftover ribbon. Now we don't have to coordinate it too much. This is some of that, I guess it's a linen ribbon. I'm not even sure if it's still current anymore, but you can use whatever ribbon that you feel coordinates best. All right, I need my Stampin' Seal Plus, and I am running dangerously low on it. Do you think I have my order in? No, of course not. I gotta get an order in because I love this stuff. The hold is unbeatable. Well, maybe it's beatable. I just haven't found anything that's better than this. So now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to, whoop, mess that up apparently is what I'm gonna do. Let's try that again. I did it again. What the heck? Come on. All right, so I do have scissors nearby. Not exactly handy, but I do have them nearby. All right, and this, I want a little bit of that place. I think I want it down there. Yep. Now the crumb cake might not be the most traditional color. Oh, these aren't my good scissors, but they work for the holidays, but I like it. You know, you don't always have to be so traditional. It's okay. Now this one, I want to center on this piece of white cardstock. And again, sorry guys, I have to bring it down to where I can take a good peek at it. And I think that's pretty well centered. Maybe not the best. Well, Teresa, why don't you just lean in? You really don't want to see the back of my head. I promise you. I promise you. Oh, that's looking a little crooked. Hold on. Yes, even I do this. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. We're gonna get there. There we go. See, it always looks right, and then you put it down, and then you're like, does that look good? Put a little bit more tape right over top of that. Maybe if I hold it this way, that'll help me. Nope, I gotta hold it this way. Sorry about that. Am I in shot? I hope not. Remember, one take. I just turn on the camera and we keep it rolling. Just keep it rolling. On the inside, this would be a really cute place to put, stamp one more of the seashells in here. And I think I will. I think I'm gonna take the sand dollar out of the set and stamp it into the corner. Just because I think when you open the card, that might be a nice little touch, a nice little surprise. So let's go ahead and get this opened. Look at this hot mess. It's okay. Store yours better. Do better. Don't follow me with everything. Believe me, you don't want to do that. Anyhow, let's go ahead and ink that up. I'm going to stamp it off just to make sure it's not too dark. Yeah, I'm kind of testing it. So I want light, light, and then press a little darker. Ooh, isn't that pretty? I tell you, you gotta love these stamp sets. All right, now this one I got to adhere, and then I'm gonna show you we have to bling it up. Now, these are seashells, and which gemstone do you think I'm gonna use for seashells? It's not a big surprise, is it? Of course it's gonna be pearls. Of course. But look how pretty this is. It's just such understated, simple elegance. I love it. I just think it's so sweet. Now, before I do the seashells, I do want to add a little bit of shimmer with this Wink of Stella. And I'm just going to pop this right kind of at the top of these seashells. Just right through there. I don't know if you can see it, but I can certainly see it. And it's just enough. I'm gonna even just sparsely put some there. Why not? Just underneath, it doesn't matter. Just don't be too worrisome about it. And then let's just kind of, I have plans for the center of that. There we go. Almost done, almost done. And I have some little pearl dots. Look, look, look. Now this is gonna be a little different. I'm gonna put the first one here. Oh, maybe I should have centered it more. I'm gonna leave it. Let me see, does that really bug me? It does bug me. I'm probably gonna have to move it. Let's pop this one in here. Grab this one. See this pick tool, I'm telling you, it's a good thing. It is a very good thing. Now this one I'm gonna go for a little, oh, if I grab it unexpected, I'm gonna bring them down just a little. Don't want anything too even. Too even's not always a good thing. And I do feel like this has to be moved. I wonder if I can. Maybe I can't. I think just a little. All right, now up here I have a choice. I think I'm just gonna stay with a tiny little pearl. Isn't that precious? Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Now let me show you the first one I did, because you know I did a different one. Of course I did. So this one was done with the crumb cake, but then I also did one using, believe it or not, Balmy Blue. So let me go ahead and get the first card I did. And it's a little different, but isn't that pretty? Where it's a little different is I use this Swiss Dots embossing folder, but I like them both. What do you think? Do you like them? Do you know somebody who would appreciate a beach-themed holiday card? I know I do. I just think it's so cute. And seriously, did you know that you could just take your Friends Are Like Seashells and make holiday cards with them? Simple. It was super easy. Anyhow, thank you for watching. If you have not already subscribed to our channel, please do so. I promise you, every time we get a new subscriber, it's like, you know, what is that saying? Every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings. Well, let me tell you what, every time we get a new subscriber, you make my husband so happy. He's like, guess what? Guess what? So for that alone, I thank you sincerely. But if you are interested in being notified the next time we post a video, go ahead and click on that bell icon, go to your settings and turn on your notifications. That way you will get a notification the next time we post. So until the next time, and in the meantime, happy stamping.